In this episode, I try to break some wood, point at things in a field, and I make a terrible mistake.
So I've made a terrible mistake. Today, I'm going to take you guys with me in search of a camping spot. We're going to go through some trails and try to find the best spot we can before it gets dark. We have about 3 hours until the sun goes down, so I would like you to get in. On today's adventure, we're going to do our best to keep all of these items in the backs quite stationary. Just arrived to the land, and now we're going to find us a little spot to camp after we traverse some of this area. Little adventures in my 2019 Jeep Compass Trailhawk, which has proven to be very capable. The Select Track 4-wheel drive system in it is really something. Right now I just keep it in auto, and that has proven to do the job. Every time I haven't got it in a situation, the only time I have gotten it stuck is when I ran into a ditch and I was high centered pretty bad. Video here. I was trying to get my dash cam GoPro to work, and this happened. Whoa!
Chris, there's a hole there. You were supposed to follow the road.
The last thing, so far what I've done to this compass that's worked out very well for me is I have a 4-inch American Trail Products lift, which is a great company, and I have a K&N air intake to give me just a little more power. I think I'm just driving down a cow trail at this point. So it will engage, let's see, all the tires when it needs to. See if I can do it without slipping any. Yeah, that's definitely not just 2 tires doing that. I don't know why I didn't see this when I first came in here, but look how ominous this little trail looks. I think we're gonna find our spot down there. Let's go. I know it seems like I set this up, but I think this is as good a spot as any. It's not a proper vehicle trail. It looks like a vehicle's been down it, but it's just a cow trail or a game trail. Let's get set up and I could adventure down that way on foot, and we'll check it out. I brought some lint. I've been saving lint from my dryer. Yeah, boy. And I brought that to start the fire. Let's see how well that's going to work. Lucky. Favorite chair, this one Tiger's chair. It's small, it's light, and it's really comfortable. There he goes. Look at that. Cat in tow. It's good. Yes, it's very good. I like. Who wants to go down that path? Let's see what's down there. You want to go? You stay? You want to stay by the fire? Let's go. Come on. Tonight, just like my last camping trip, we're gonna have sausage. I'm just gonna cook up some sausage. If I run out of wood, let me tell you something. There's plenty of dead wood in all these post oaks. All this burns really quickly, but there's plenty of it. You know what I mean? Looks like it's just a cow trail because I see old cow poop. That other ravine, my two ravines that surround me, and it comes down. Oh, comes into a little meadow. That would have been a cool spot. Well, I guess I'd rather be up high a little bit and down low, but that's a cool little glen. It's more just the rest of the runoff. You can see right there that it's dry. I'm assuming that's just more water runoff. Deer? Remind me in the comments, like people say, to try to get you to engage. Are deer prints together and hog prints are split? Or is it vice versa? Is it the opposite? Let me know, because I don't remember. Pork sausage. And the reason I am doing sausage is because it's really easy to cook over the fire. You know what I mean? So easy to cook, isn't it? So I've made a terrible mistake. This is made out of pork and rice. And it's just all that it has holding it in is this. I don't know what it's made out of. I'm sure it's some sort of intestinal lining or whatever they use to wrap around sausage. But it's really brittle and it doesn't work well with putting a stick through it. So it's fail. This was a fail with the pork sausage. It's really good, but it's not meant to be cooked over a fire. You live and you learn. Sometimes you just live and you don't learn. You just live. I think this is one of those situations. You just live. I don't know, man. I can tell you what I think about space. My mother actually, when she was younger, had an encounter. She was a teenager. Her and some friends lived up in North Texas, out in the middle of nowhere, and north of the Metroplex, south of the Oklahoma border. And they were riding out on a farm to market road with nothing around them but just fields, cornfields, wheat fields, whatever. Hay fields, probably, mostly hay fields. And they said these three triangular shaped objects. This was at night, were 100 feet off the ground and flying towards them. So they stopped to look at it, and she said that they had lights all along the bottom. And I used to bug her about it and ask her a trillion questions, and she would just tell me that they really didn't make any noise. She said they flew really low and slow overhead, and then, once they passed them, she said they went down and landed in a field. And then she said that her and her friends went immediately to the police station to tell the police, and the police just laughed at them. The local police there where she lived. It's very interesting because I always equate these sightings and events to the nearest Air Force base or testing facility, because you have to look at those things to suggest maybe it's testing aircraft. But where that was, there wasn't any. The closest is the Air Force base in Fort Worth, and that was I mean, 70 miles away. It could be it, but no one's ever heard of them testing anything from there. You know, usually all the testing is taking place out in Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico. Very strange, but I'd like to know if you guys ever have any, if you know of anyone, or if you personally had any encounters or saw anything in the sky. Because it's a hot topic right now, so it's kind of fun to talk about. And I wonder if it all revolves around like spy technology and the fear of China and Russia and what they have. Kind of, it usually always gravitates back to that, you know, military. But let me know. I'd like to know. I'd like to read some stuff like that. It'd be fun to read some stuff like that in the comments. I just had a piece of wood go in between my fingernail. Oh gosh. Just heard my first coyotes of the night. It sounds like they caught something because I heard one yelp and then several others started yelping. I'd be willing to say that they're about 500 yards away from me. And coyotes don't tend to like fire, so I doubt I'll hear one come around close to me, but it's neat to hear them off in the distance. I'm just gonna burn up the rest of this and then hit the hay. Buenos noches, mi amigos. Definitely frost on the old pumpkin this morning, for sure. I would say that was a great success as far as camping goes, and as cold as it was. That tent is superb. My sleeping bag is superb. Nothing crazy happened in the middle of the night. I never heard any creatures roaming around me. Maybe because it's too cold and they're all nestled up together. The coyotes never got really close. I did hear one limb break in the middle of the night that sounded really heavy. I never heard anything before or after it. You know, nothing walking around, I don't know. But here comes the sun as do-do-do-do. And until next time, every time.